Good morning, everyone. Happy new month and welcome to CW19 of the weekly intentions. First of all, yesterday was public holiday on GBP, so I had no engagement at all on the market. Today, I'm going to be looking at starting from the weekly, the Forex Factory, the news for the week. On Tuesday, which is today, we have Euro news by 7:30 a.m. New York time. We still have another by 9. Bread folder news. I'll be looking to take a position during New York, provided I have cleared on liquidity. On Wednesday, we still have orange folder news. Not much significant changes, but still the falls within the New York time frame. On Thursday, we still have the same thing. Then on Friday, we have Euro bank holiday, and we still got NFP release for the day. So the focus is through Tuesday to Thursday. Most likely I'll stop trading on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Let's go right into the chart. On DXY, we had a bearish monthly closure for the month of April after clearing these highs there. We had this clean rejection back into the range, and from here I want to see price trade higher, taking out the previous monthly high. Of course, I will have we're still inside previous monthly range, which is April range, and I would like to see the low taken out before we see an expansion higher, or we can just get that straight up. If I should drop down to the weekly, on the weekly I'm going to trade it inside a bullish weekly fair value gap. I want to see price trade higher from clearing the 100.643 level, and chances are we're going to get a tag into the monthly imbalance just above that. So I want to see something like this from the weekly perspective. Right now we're still trading inside the previous weekly candle, and I can either get a sweep of either the low or the high for confirmation to go higher or lower. Right now I want to see the low being taken out and a sweet spike up. If we should drop down to the daily, we're still trading inside the daily bearish imbalance and having the 97.720 low as target as for the external range liquidity. So you could get something like this. I want to see probably price trade lower, taking out these lows, then quickly trade higher. Of course, if you should inverse this daily imbalance here, I will be looking to use that as an area of support for higher prices to take longs on the XY. So this, from the weekly and the daily perspective, we're still favoring higher prices. But first I want to see some sort of manipulation, clearing this whole 97.720 low, and we get a clean rejection from there higher. If we should go down to the 6, I don't think there's any need for us to go down to the 6 for hours and 1 hour, because so let me just go straight to EU. On EU, according to the monthly, a bit of a range, after we cleared out the highs there on both GU and EU, we've been just consolidating inside the range. Although we took out the previous monthly high on GU and we failed to do so on EU, meaning that was on SMT. To see lower prices, focus will be on EU since EU is the weaker pair. If I should drop down to the weekly, we're currently trading inside a bearish weekly fair value gap, and SMT are the highs with the previous month between April and May. Still got bearish SMT on GU as well, bearish imbalance on GU as well, with SMT at the highs. So I want to see bearish PA and trading straight into this mitigated weekly fair value gap here. Let me highlight that out right now. Yeah, those is already mitigated fair value gap. Although we didn't take out the ERL of the range, instead we created an SMT, and I want to see price dig through the weekly imbalance here, continue trading lower. So for now, the target was the 1.16551 level on EU, and on GU the target is the 1.34542 level. That was the first target, the previous weekly low, and the final target at the weekly imbalance, the 1.33813 level. So I want to see price trade lower from here towards this imbalance here, and vice versa for EU as well. Just taking out this imbalance, just traded down here, the 1.16551 level. You can have that. Then probably we inverse that, and I'll use that area as an area of resistance for lower prices. So we still have this. Let's go down to the daily. On the daily, on GE, we're currently trading inside the daily imbalance, and recording yesterday's closure expected deadline zone, with today coming in with an SMT at the lows. We could see some sort of retracement back into the range, into yesterday's range, for either lower prices or just get a complete clean expansion higher again into the 6 hours imbalance here on GU. So I could be looking, we could get something like this for the day. So this is what I want to see. I see price PA trade back into the 6 hours imbalance there and trade lower, and on EU we just have some sort of retracement back into the yesterday's range for probably for a move lower. I'm not ignoring the fact we have the SMT at the highs, and we're situating inside the bearish weekly imbalance, so the focus will be on shorts overall, but still I want to participate in some sort of retracement move higher into the 6 hours imbalance. With that being said, on gold, I haven't looked at gold for quite a gold and silver for a while, but let me put that out here. Clean shot to start the week. Okay, from the monthly, we had this crazy closure on April, for April, on both pairs. We have the April low being swept here. Meanwhile, on silver, that did not happen, so we have some sort of SMT at the lows already. My targets will be the highs, the April high, which is the 83.05550 level, and on gold the targets will be the 4917.7 high, which is the high of April. So if we should go down to the weekly, from the weekly perspective, we are currently trading away from the weekly bearish fair value gap. I'll have to put this here. And we feel we have already inversed the weekly fair value gap, and we're still just trading lower. So I could still see, as long as this SMT stands, I can still see higher prices on silver, and maybe some sort of rejection from gold as well, 3D to the highs and have highlighted here. So we'll be expecting something like this from the monthly and weekly perspective. I should go down to the daily. On the daily, we inverse this bearish daily imbalance here. Let me have that out there. And on this, we respected it cleanly, and we just took out the external range liquidity of the range, which is here. We took it out, so we have some sort of SMT still on the weekly, on the daily. Now I could see some retracement back into the range, clearing out this high, possibly taking out this low resistance liquidity run. So I want to see something like this and this as well on the lower time frame. So I'll be looking for longs on both gold and silver for the rest of the week. Thank you all for tuning in. Do well to follow the Discord for daily expo on how I'll be navigating the market and what I have ongoing. Thank you so much for watching.